A delegation of All India Kisan Sabha, All India Agriculture Workers Union and All India Lawyers Union had visited Dholpur, Darang district of Assam, where two people were shot dead when police started off with forcible eviction of farmers who have been cultivating the region for decades. The team comprised of myself, Viju Krishnan, Joint Secretary of All India Kisan Sabha, Comrade V. Shivdasan, who is a member of the Rajya Sabha, and also Joint Secretary All India Agriculture Workers Union, and Comrade Vikas Ranjan Bhattacharya, Rajya Sabha MP, as well as President of the All India Lawyers Union, the President of Assam Krishak Sabha, Comrade Gajen Burman, also All India Lawyers Union Secretary, Comrade Sikdar, and many others were part of the delegation that visited the people in Darang district who have been living as refugees in their own land because of the manner in which, in an extremely insensitive and inhuman manner in which the BJP government in Assam has evicted them from their own land, which some of them have been cultivating for more than 5 decades. A large number of them are people who were earlier cultivating lands in Darang district itself, whose land was washed away when the Brahmaputra flooded, and they had been cultivating the land in this region. What we witnessed there is the total destruction of whatever cultivation they were undertaking. All their houses have been destroyed. Few places of worship also have been destroyed. And this the argument that they are illegal encroachers. What is to be noted is, in this area, 1,170 families have been living, more than 10,000 people in all. And the governments for over the last 5 decades have built government schools, Anganwadis, primary health centers, ration shops, and all of them have their identity cards. They have been paying tax to the government. And despite all that, this narrative that they are illegal encroachers is being used very clearly with an effort to create a communal polarization in this area. But we see a larger conspiracy that the present Chief Minister and the BJP government is actually planning to implement. In certain regions of Assam, there is also instances where the tribal farmers have been evicted from their land. Very clearly, there is an attempt to ensure that this land is handed over to the corporate companies in coming times. That is something which, in a united manner, despite all attempts to create division among the cultivating peasantry, we will resist these attempts in a united manner. Certain other issues also need to be brought to notice here, because if you look at that more than 10,000 people are there, their houses have been destroyed. It's already, we are witnessing heavy rains on some days. The winter is going to set in some time. No attempt has been done by the government to provide any relief. As a team, we demand that there should be a judicial inquiry by a sitting judge of the Guwahati High Court. All police officials responsible for this barbaric incident should be dismissed and proper action against them should be taken. Proper compensation, at least 25 lakh for the families of the deceased and 5 lakh for the injured people. Other than that, government jobs and provision of free ration for at least 6 months, medical facilities, and so on. Basic humanitarian approach of providing resettlement and rehabilitation, as well as land rights for them with the right to cultivate, which their land should be ensured. These are some of the demands that we have made. We also need to note that in the last more than 10 months, India has been witnessing a historic united struggle of the farmers against the 3 pro-corporate anti-farmer legislations brought by the Narendra Modi-led BJP government. In the struggle around the borders of Delhi, more than 650 farmers have become martyrs in this struggle. We have witnessed a few days back in Haryana, Sushil Kajal was beaten to death by the police under the orders of the BJP government of Haryana. Just a couple of days back in Lakhimpur Kheri in Uttar Pradesh, you had BJP goons with a convoy of vehicles running over farmers who were peacefully protesting, in which 4 farmers have died, including some of the senior leaders of the Samyukt Kisan Morcha have been injured seriously. In such circumstances, we find even in Assam, this kind of a violent, forcible eviction in which, without any proper notice, without any proper rehabilitation, resettlement, totally throwing to winds the rights of the citizens of our country, the manner in which the BJP government has been doing this. In every state, we are finding they are using brute force to try and suppress the movement of the peasantry. In a united manner, we are resisting it. More and more people are coming out in support. The working class, the other sections of society are coming out in support. We will give a fitting rebuff to the BJP and their politics of hate, their politics of promoting corporate profiteering at the expense of people, and we will work towards an alternative politics in our country.